before this video starts, the video I teased at the end of my first video on Pokemon What Ifs, that's still in the works. It will come out soon, but I wanted to do this video first, as it is a response to a prompt that I was tagged in. You know, I love talking about and watching other people's journeys, but what about my own? What if I were to be a Pokemon trainer in the Pokemon world? What would my goals and aspirations be? What Pokemon would I travel with? What would I encounter? Well, I'm going to answer all this in today's video. Once again, my name is Professor Caspian, and today's lecture isn't really going to be a lecture, it's going to be a bit of a personal story. Thanks to the Nobody Volt, I've been tagged for a challenge that years ago I would have never expected to participate in. The Wants to Journey Challenge. This was a challenge created by Crasher Plays with the goal of having different members of the community share their own personalized stories were they to be a part of Pokemon. As someone who's been a fan of Pokemon for so long, I'm very excited to get to place myself in this position, so I don't want to waste any more time before getting into this. To preface, there are rules to this challenge that I will quickly go over. Number 1 is that you're only allowed one starter Pokemon. Number 2, you're only allowed one pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Number 3, you are not allowed any mythical or legendary Pokemon. And number 4, you are allowed 3 extra Pokemon to rotate with your main team of 6. So, as for my journey, the journey of Professor Caspian, we will start in the bustling region of Unova, the closest thing I can call home in the Pokemon world. As a young boy growing up, I was fascinated by all that the world had to offer, and especially those who dedicated their time to figuring it all out. Figures like Professor Cedric Juniper of my home region, Professor Kukui of the Alola region, and Professor Oak of the Kanto region were my idols, people I aspired to be like one way or another, one day. So, when I was allowed to become a Pokemon trainer, I jumped at the opportunity and began my journey. Luckily, through Professor Aurea Juniper, I was able to make a connection with Professor Cedric Juniper, and showing him my interest in the kind of work he does with Pokemon all over the world, he agreed to be a mentor of such to me and help me make something of myself in the researching world. His parting gift, for now, would be the choice of a unique Pokemon that he has caught and studied from other regions, instead of a normal starter Pokemon. I ended up choosing a Honedge, believing it would be my first step branching off into the grand world of Pokemon. However, to prepare for my journeys ahead, I wanted to gain experience as a battler, as I always grew up believing in the idea of understanding through battling. It was something very important to me, as I've been friends with many people in the Unova region for some time who were becoming proficient battlers. So, I would first enter the Unova League as I made my way through the Gym Challenge, and I would complete tasks for Professor Cedric Juniper to also gain experience in researching. This would involve such things like me meeting some new Pokemon I would journey with, such as a rare Pidgey from the White Forest, a unique Eevee gifted by a friend in Stridon City, a Klink I saved from a group of Pokemon poachers, a Yamask I met while researching in ruins, and a Solosis I met while doing direct work with Professor Cedric Juniper on Pokemon biology, one of his specialties. Eventually, I would make it to the league and place in top 8, a good first attempt at a Pokemon League, I would say. After this, I would officially become a full-time assistant for Professor Cedric Juniper and begin traveling around the world to do research and battle more. Along this journey, I would get to meet many other people, battling with and assisting them on their own journeys as well, as I strive to become a Pokemon professor, just like Professor Cedric Juniper. As for the Pokemon that I would choose for my roster of 9, it would be an Aegislash, evolved from my starter Honedge, a Swampert given to me as a gift for my contributions to the Pokemon research by Professor Birch, starting as a Mudkip, a Pidgeot who evolved from the Pidgey that I caught in the White Forest, a Leafeon that evolved from my Eevee, an Armarouge that I got while tagging along with some friends I made along my journey in the Paldea region, and a Alolan Raichu I got while visiting and learning from Professor Kukui in the Alola region, a Klinklang who evolved from the Klink I saved, a Cofagrigus who evolved from the Yamask I met in the ruins, and a Reuniclus who evolved from the Solosis I met while researching with Professor Cedric Juniper. As for my companions, If I were to travel or meet anyone from the Pokemon anime, it would probably be characters such as Silent from my home region, Clement from the Kalos region, or Go from the Kanto region. They're all characters I absolutely love and believe I could learn a lot from were I to meet them along my travels. As for other people I could meet along my travels, whether they be companions or rivals, would probably be Kurlblitz, another aspiring professor from Southern Kalos, Nobody Volt, a tough battler who I met in the Sinnoh region, and Zonalith, a gym leader to be from my home region, Unova. Where would my travels take me and what would I do? Well, I believe that question has endless answers if I'm being honest. I would love to be involved in original adventures of my own while also getting to be intertwined with characters and adventures from the Pokemon anime timeline as well. And I know I'm supposed to tag people in this challenge, but if I'm being honest, I'm kind of at a loss. Most people that I have connections with in this fandom have already done the challenge, given that it's from many years ago. So because of that, I want to open this challenge up to anyone who watches this video. No matter who you are, I'm tagging you for the opportunity to do this challenge and bring it back. No pressure, of course, but it's great to see people doing this challenge again, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Whether you want to share it here on YouTube or on another platform, or even if you've already done one, if you want to do it again and make a remaster, it's all welcome. For now, that's going to be it. Hopefully this video is interesting to you all watching, and if so, I'd really appreciate you making it to the end of the video if you have. If you want to show your support, do make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe leave a comment giving your own opinions. I'd love to hear all your feedback. My socials are in the description. If you have any questions, my telenym is there too. But besides that, this is going to be it for today. Please enjoy the rest of your day, drink water, and see you next time.